Okay, post-shake-up first Raw pay-per-view, Payback. So we'll begin talking about the kickoff. Actually, this is my 3-year-old. She got a tremendous kick out of Enzo Amore. Enzo Amore and Big Cass took on the club. They went for a magic killer. Big Cass kicked Anderson, which therefore allowed Enzo to get a roll up on Gallows. 1, 2, 3. Hey, not bad. Not a bad opener. Enzo gets the crowd hyped with his in-ring shtick, working the stick. Not a bad match. Miz talking with Finn Balor. He mentions the Balor Club is effectively his fan base. Oh, not bad. Says there's 2 clubs. Balor Club, and then I got my butt kicked by Finn Balor Club. Not bad. He held his own fairly well against the promo maestro. That is The Miz. And then he wants what it always ends when you get your butt kicked. And The Miz, of course, puts Maurice in his way. Which makes Finn go, but you're not worth it. And then he was like, what do you mean I'm not worth it? At which point he gets a crap beat out of Finn Balor. Crowd is happy. That worked. Both those segments worked. Opening contest. Jericho Owens. I loved the callback to the one finger to get out of the walls of Jericho, which makes Jericho flip out and destroy the finger of Owens. Yeah, he does an entirely targeted assault on the hand and finger of Kevin Owens. Owens goes to the pop-up. Can't. Why? Because he can't use one of his hands. Another Walls of Jericho. Your winner and new United States champion, and making his way to Smackdown to potentially take on AJ Styles, or maybe, just maybe, at Backlash to help sell tickets. We will see. Styles versus Owens versus Jericho for the United States Championship. I'm down with it. That could work. Could work quite well. Neville, Austin Aries. Great match. Loved the back and forth. Crowd not that into it. I think the crowd was super into Jericho Owens. This is kind of the cool down match. And I do say I love the way they ended this. Neville, in the last chancery, pulls on the ref, gets the DQ. They punt, but it now means that out of the 2 matches, Neville had to win dirty. I like that. I like when a heel is a heel, because it makes the match just so much easier. Like, yeah, he's really good. I just don't like him. There's areas you're like, he's really good. Man, I wish they let him be heel because his douche level is super high. Now he's just cocky face. I can deal. It's not bad. I'm fine with that. Tag title match. Cesaro, Sheamus, Hardys. My main complaint is there's a lot of time you can tell that I think Cesaro's trying to help direct traffic into the match. There's the Whisper in the Wind spot where you see Jeff take out both Sheamus and Cesaro. And then you see Cesaro roll onto his side. And you can tell he's talking right to Jeff. You see Jeff like shaking his head like, okay. So I think they're still trying to get them acclimated to more of like, okay, you did Ring of Honor styles and TNS, this is the E style. I think they're trying to get them to blend a little bit more into a match. The out of nowhere tag by Jeff did a swanton on top of Sheamus, who was pinning Matt to get the victory. I like that. That was nice. I also really enjoyed the second rope white noise that Sheamus did onto Matt Hardy. And Matt also took a tremendous beating. It looks like a hit on the head. He actually had like some blood. And some call for this actually works to show that they were getting outclassed. They win. Sheamus and Cesaro shake hands. Hard celebrating. Sheamus and Cesaro go back to the ring. Beat the ever-loving daylights out of the two of them. There's a moment where Cesaro's got Jeff by the arms. He's slamming Jeff head first into the ring post. Looked super vicious. Yells over to Sheamus. Sheamus then bro kicks the I can't protect myself Jeff Hardy into the ring post. Awesome. They need a heel team. They can book these guys like strong heels, and the division will be better for it. Because currently all they've really got for the heel tag team is the club, and the club loses way too much to be considered a threat. So, good job. Good job. Alexa Bliss Bayley. Not a bad match. You can tell Alexa still has a way to go into the ring. What makes it work for her is she has great promo skills, and her in-ring psychology is on point. They do a couple of nice, like head spots where Bayley takes a move and gets, reversed and hits her head off the turnbuckle. She goes for a sunset flip into a roll-up. While Alexa's a kick out, you see Bayley slide under the turnbuckle and hit her head on the ring post. Which means Bliss says DDT, hits it, 1, 2, 3. Alexa Bliss is the first woman to hold both the Smackdown and the Raw Championship. History making. That means she'll be in the history before Charlotte Flair. Of course, once Charlotte wins, she'll be the first woman to have held NXT, Divas, Raw, and SmackDown. Well, actually, she also would. When Charlotte wins, she'll have been Divas, Women's then became Raw, Women's SmackDown. So NXT, Diva, Women. Let's just split. Then it'd be NXT, Divas, Women's, Raw, SmackDown. Should be all 5 titles she could have held in that length of time. But it keeps the story going, and I think Bayley chasing is a much better story. It allows Bliss to be cocky and arrogant, and Bayley to effectively be like, oh, I have to get back into the hunt, which if done just right, means that Bayley could feud with Sasha for the right to take on Alexa Bliss, while Bliss tries to dodge Nia Jax. And that could work well enough to keep us to get to August. So all they know is until they got a plan in motion, and we do this, and we're going to effectively probably have down Sasha versus someone for the championship at SummerSlam. Could Bayley get a win back? Sure, of course. Could you potentially have to beat Sasha to get the opportunity to get her win back? Sure. That could work. That could work well. The House of Horrors match. I still have faith in Bray Wyatt, the performer, and the character. But I don't think I've got a lot of faith in creative aspect that's probably filtering his ideas. House of Horrors is a legitimate house. Randy shows up to in a limo, in pants. If I'm gonna go into a House of Horrors that's a lunatic, I'm probably wearing something more than like pants and elbow pads. Where's my baseball bat? Where's a 2x4? Where's something? You're walking into a house when you know you're going to be ambushed. And the house is a dirty house. I was hoping for a little more creepiness to it. I loved the room with the dolls because they did doll sound effects. I liked that. But you can tell that Bray was like, and then I got a room full of like scorpions and worms. And they went, too expensive. All right, I've got a room full of fish hooks and razor wire. Too violent. What can I do? Creepy dolls. And what else? Effigies with creepy dolls. Okay. Why? People are going to bring their kids to see this. Oh. So I can go, like, PG-13? No. Only PG level horror. Alright. So when we end this, right, the base house is going to have a morgue, and I'll slam them down on the table, and I'm going to throw them into one of the drawers and lock it shut and leave. No, that's way too violent. Okay. I'm going to find them in a dirty kitchen. Okay? And topple a refrigerator on top of it, and then leave the house. Now, I actually like them fighting in the kitchen, because they actually use like pots and pans and stuff. I'm like, this. And they went through walls. I'd like that they did at least a little more too, but it felt like it needed be either vicious, violent, or just off the wall creepy. You know, I was hoping maybe he was gonna like choke slam him. He's gonna go like just slam him through the floor. And he's gonna land, you know, like in a bed of worms or just something. It felt like it needed that extra creep factor that just didn't quite seem like they could do. It felt like PG horror. But that's all they have the ability to do. And then Bray drove back to the arena in Randy's limo, which then led to Randy teleporting back for the start of their match inside the ring. At which point Randy had an RKO and was going to win. But the Singh brothers, as well as Jinder Mahal, showed up. And the three of them beat on Randy using the title as well. So Bray get his victory on him. They had a matchful build-up, and they had two meh to good matches. So we're going to follow that matchup. Joe and Seth. Love the storytelling of, you know, Seth's knee still bugging him. I like they really got over that Joe is a monster in the ring. But Joe got cocky and was able to get pinned by Rollins. And Rollins was like, I'm going for go key to clutch. I've got your shoulders on the mat, 1, 2, 3. Wait, what? Yeah. As Roddy Piper has told us, you really can't get pinned while you're doing an offensive maneuver. That was one of the very early rules of wrestling. That's why when he lost to Bret Hart when he Bret in the sleeper, his shoulders should not have been counted down. Because initially, if you're in an offensive move, you cannot be pinned. But they did that a lot. What I didn't like was it happened, and then Joe was like, no. Seth is like, Joe's, no. Yeah, Joe should have charged as soon as I mentioned that it was 3, and Joe let go. Or Joe should have not let go. He lost the match. Why let go? It needed that one little extra, like 3 or 4 seconds of Joe just trying to tear Rollins apart, and Rollins either doing, you know, like a drop kick or like a jumping knee strike, something that stuns Joe, so then Rollins can run away. It felt like Joe was just stunned by the fact that he lost, and then Rollins left. And now our main event, Strowman Roman. Roman heavily bandaged because, you know, he got the crap beat out of him. Okay. With the announcers constantly about, oh, he's not 100%. Oh, he's hurt. Oh, he's hurt. Oh, he's hurt. So it's not a very competitive match against Strowman. He hits Strowman with all the signature moves. Hits the spear. 1, 2, kick out. Eats the power slam from Strowman. 1, 2, kick out. Eats the second power slam from Strowman. 1, 2, 3. Okay. Strowman's not done yet. Strowman throws in the ring steps. Does like a roll of the dice onto the ring steps with Roman. Roman dents the steps, which is a great visual. Crowd chanting, "Thank you, Strowman." He grabs the rings over his head, slams them into the chest area of Roman, and I was like, "You better blood pack. You better wickedly blood pack." I mean, you should be almost geysering from this. You know, a man who's like 400 pounds just slammed 200 pounds of metal directly into your chest area. You need to be coughing blood. I'm like, he is. Good. And then I hear the crowds chanting, "Thank you, Strowman." In my mind, I start thinking, I wonder how Joe feels. Not Roman Reigns. I wonder what Joe, the person who puts on the gear, feels. And he's like, wait a minute. The crowd might think I have severe internal injuries, and they're chanting, "Thank you, Strowman." I was thinking, this feud is so over. This feud is so over. By the last time the crowd beat on me, the crowd chanted "Yes" against the villain who beat up the face, who created the Yes movement. Man, what's going through your mind, Joe, when this is going on? Are you like, for real? For real? Seriously? Y'all cheering the fact that I might just died in the ring? Or I was thinking, oh, it's gonna be so great when I beat this guy. And the crowd hates me even more. The ones that love me, they'll love me even more. So, all in all, solid pay-per-view. They did a good job. The build-up to it felt lackluster. But I think they did some smart decisions for the majority of the matches. I think having Bray go over Randy, but throwing in the next feud for Randy makes sense from a holistic standpoint. From just that feud, felt horrible. So we're going to see Miz feud with Balor. Balor wants his title back. That means then you could have Miz and Balor, Bray. Basically, like he was fighting bigger guys. Balor Strowman, Balor Lesnar. I mean, he's got a lot of directions he can go. Almost sound pretty good. Strowman, maybe he faces Lesnar. There's a good Haas fight. It'd be a nice placeholder before Roman beats Lesnar. Or maybe Strowman beats Lesnar. And then Roman beats Strowman. Maybe a triple threat match where those three guys just destroy the ring and most of the arena. The crowd goes nuts. They've got a lot of nice directions to go with it. And even Smackdown looks pretty decent right now. Except for the Randy Orton Jinder Mahal match. Can they do more with it? Can they build up to it? Yeah. They've got 3 weeks. 3 weeks to build it all up and see what happens.